Good morning, my dear students. Today we will discuss about simple interest. In this topic, first of all, we will come to know that what is simple interest and some terms related to simple interest. These terms are principal interest that we are going to study, rate of interest, time, and then amount. So the first term is here principal. What is principal? The money which we borrow from money lender is called principal. Or you have heard that sometimes we take loan from bank. That is the principal given by the bank to us, and we pay the money after some time. That the time period we use to pay the money is called the time that is written here. And when we pay the money, we pay some extra money. Whatever the money we have taken, along with that some extra money we pay. That extra money is called interest. But how interest we will pay? For this we must have the rate of interest given. That the money we are borrowing, we have to pay it in a given time period at a fixed rate of interest. The rate of interest may be annually, half yearly, quarterly, and monthly. Meaning that the money which we have borrowed, on that money we have to pay interest one time in a year, then annually, two times in a year, half yearly, four times in a year, quarterly, or monthly basis means in 1 month we have to pay the rate of interest or interest of the money borrowed. And the last term is amount. It is the money we pay is the money that we have borrowed plus the interest. That is, amount will be the principal plus the interest that we have to give. Means the total amount which we are giving, that includes principal and the interest. Now, we are having relationship between these terms, and using this relationship, we calculate among any of them. And what are these relationships? Let us learn. We calculate simple interest, that is SI, using the formula. We write principal with P, interest with I, or SI, rate of interest R, time T, or amount by A. So these notations we use. Once more I am telling, principal we denote by P, interest we denote by I, simple interest we write SI, rate of interest we write by R, time T, and amount by A. So these are the notations we have to use. Now see the relationship in them. When we calculate SI, we have relation P multiplied by R multiplied by T divided by 100. Means if we have principal given, rate of interest given and time given. Using this relation, we can calculate SI. Okay? Now, from this single relation, we can calculate for P, for R, for T, the relation. Or we can write the relation for P, R and T. P for principal. So we can write from here P is equal to, by doing cross multiplication, SI multiplied by 100. So we will write SI multiplied by 100 divided by R into T. When we have to calculate principal, we have given SI, rate of interest and time. We will use this relation to calculate principal. Now, to calculate rate of interest, we use relation SI into 100 by P into T, principal into time. Okay? Means if simple interest given, principal given, time given, using this relationship we calculate R. For T, that is time, SI into 100 by P into R, that is principal into rate. And lastly, if we have to calculate amount, we will write SI plus principal. So these relationships we have to use to find the quantity which is listed on the left side. We use the relationship which is given or listed on the right side. Now we will see with some examples how to calculate these ones. You see, you have given table. In this, the first we have exercise 11.2. 11.2. The first question we have given table, and the table is given principal given, rate of interest not given, interest given and amount asking. We know the relationship, amount is equal to SI plus principal. Means I am writing the table 1 here. Question, principal I am writing in short, principal, or directly I am writing P for principal. Then given rate of interest, then given time period, then given I, interest, that is right SI also, and then given amount. Now question asked to us is, the first question we have, principal given rupees 600, sorry 6,000, rate not given, time not given, interest given rupees 150. It is asking what will be the amount. You know the relationship to calculate amount. Amount is equal to simple interest plus principal. So we will add these two to get the amount. So what will be the answer? Rupees 6,150. This will be the required amount. I hope you understood. Now in second, we have given principal and amount and asking interest. In second we have given principal rupees 1580, we have given amount rupees 1800, and it is asking how much interest we have. We know the relationship. From here we can calculate SI is equal to amount minus principal. To calculate SI, we can send principal to the left side. Here is positive sign, it will go to left, it will become negative. Means to calculate SI, when amount and principal given, we subtract principal from amount. So here amount is 800 and principal is 1580. When you subtract, you will get Q. Here it is 5, 6, 4, 6. We will write 1800. Sorry, 15 minus 80. Okay. So 0, Q and Q. 220 rupees. Rupees 220 will be the interest. I hope you understood this one. Similarly, you will calculate the others. One more I am solving question number 4. In this question we have given principal rupees 1000, rate of interest given 10% per annum, means annual. PA, in short per annum we write PA. Time is given 1 year. 1 year. It is asking to calculate interest and amount. Now we have relationship here. Interest, simple interest is equal to principal multiplied by rate of interest multiplied by time divided by 100. And we have given all these three: principal, rate of interest and time. We can calculate SI. So calculate here. SI is equal to P 1000 R 10 P 1 by 100. 10 10 cancel, 10 10 cancel. So it is coming 100, that is SI coming rupees 100. So we will write rupees 100 here. Then we have to calculate amount. We know that amount is interest plus principal. Principal is 1000, interest is 100. So amount will be rupees 1100. By this way you can calculate the questions, calculate each quantity given here. If this quantity is given to you, or relationship between the quantities given to you. I hope you understood how to calculate amount, principal, rate, time, etc. The questions we will discuss in Google Meet. So thank you. You will do exercise in your homework. You will solve questions of exercise 11.1 Thank you.